Alright, welcome back again to part 6 of the Nightmare on Elm Street and Phantasm drawing. So what we have accomplished so far is the Nightmare on Elm Street home, in which Freddy kills many of his victims in the movies and in the canon. Walking toward the structure, we have the tall man and one of his dwarf accomplices. And then in the foreground, we have Freddy, who's impaled on the Elm Street sign. Below him is the glove. I etched it in earlier. I shouldn't have. I'll go ahead and etch in the fedora and everything. But first and foremost, I'll go ahead and etch in the dimensional fork. Okay, these aren't found in the Nightmare on Elm Street series, but instead in the Phantasm. And the tall man uses this particular structure to travel from dimension to dimension. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw the dimensional fork. That's basically how he arrived in Freddy's world, was through it. And we're going to draw two cylinders that are adjacent to each other. Okay. We'll go right here. Not sure how high they are, but I'll use my best judgment. They're basically a gateway. And they give that tall man the ability to go anywhere he desires. We'll go right here. Just two cylinders adjacent to each other. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and erase, well, I'm going to go ahead and redo the top here. There we go. There we go. Erase this. Okay. We'll go a little higher with this second fork to make it more even with the other one. There we go. All right, it's good enough. What we're going to do is go ahead and make this a little lower. We're making alterations, changes along the way. And at the bottom here, we'll draw some weeds growing up along each post or pole. There we go. All right, so I have in mind to draw in really quickly Freddy's famous brown fedora. Okay. Let's go ahead. Just draw like a circle of some sort. We'll go with we'll go right around here. It's big enough. And we'll just go ahead and go with that. Basically, let's do it like this. Have that rim come out. Looking around here. We're not going to spend too much time with it. And it does have this like indentation right here. We'll go along with that. And as far as a band is concerned, I think there's a band here. I'm trying to draw from my memory. I always do that. Great. Could go ahead and draw this like little bent out of shape. Make sure it's all worn out and used and all that stuff. Okay. Now, we pretty much have everything here to this point. We got the dimensional forks. We got the Elm Street Home, Freddy, Tall Man, Dwarf. We'll add in more dwarfs, so as to give the picture more consistency with the Phantasm film. What goes along with Freddy Krueger are these little children. You know, they're usually three girls playing jump rope together. You know. And I have in mind to draw all three of them, and so I'm gonna, given the situation here about Freddy being impaled and all that stuff, I'm gonna draw them with like a worried look, like a frightened look. Okay. I'm not sure what their association is with Freddy Krueger. You know, are they supposed to be his first victims, or are they just an outgrowth of the nightmare world? I'm not really sure. Be that as it may, I will draw three of them with the jump rope on the ground because they're no longer playing. They're totally in fear. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and draw a girl right here. And I'm guessing she's going to be around 7 years old, maybe 6 or 7, all right? Which tells me she is about approximately 6 heads tall, okay? So we got the head right here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go about right here. Okay. Freddy Krueger is about 6 feet, although England is 5'10", but it's practically almost the same. Okay. So what I have to do is to determine the position of that face, because I kind of like want her to be looking in Freddy's direction, you know. So we'll do that. This line will be the eyes. This will be where the nose is, mouth, okay, the chin area, okay. She'll have a neck, of course. Okay, and the torso will be about head and a half long. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go approximately right around there. Since she's standing at a 3/4 angle, I want to give her body like a belt, give her torso like a jelly bean type of shape of some sort. There we go. Okay. Now, to etch in the rest of her body, we'll go with her legs. Okay, this will be where her pelvis is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and draw that leg. It's going to be positioned like this, right? Like this. A little bent, okay, because she's a little shaken. This is the other leg that goes straighter. Okay, I'd say probably hiding behind the other leg. Okay, we'll try to pull this off. If not, I'll have to try a different technique. Okay, as in art, you have to be constantly flexible. That's basically what it is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and draw her arms. Okay, this will be where her deltoid is. Okay, let's go ahead and smooth down this line right here that comprises the back of her torso. Okay. Let's stay at flex here, whether I should go ahead and draw in her hands and her arms, or should I just go ahead and draw in her face? Let me go ahead and just do what comes naturally, which is to draw in her arms and what will become her hands, okay? Draw in her arms right here, okay? And her hands will be like right there. And she's holding her face with both hands, okay? And that's what will eventually become draw her rib cage right here. Okay, the line of action is coming in that 3/4 angle like around here. Okay, I'll draw some abdominal muscles. She don't have them, of course, but we'll use those as guidelines. Okay, just to draw, for the sake of drawing the basic figure. Okay, these are basically where her knee joints will be. All right, we'll go ahead and draw in those legs. We want it to show that this girl is in a state of fear, so that knee is pointing outward. Okay, a gastrocnemius muscle, which is the calf, is coming down here. Okay. Okay. And of course, her foot is right here. Okay. Then I'm going to draw in. What I like about this drawing is I don't have to really worry about drawing in the details of the left leg because the right leg is obscuring a part of it, so that works out for me. Okay, there we go. We're going to do some racing right here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to squeeze in 3 girls on the side here and approximate to the dimensional fork. And they're all going to be in a different pose because I want everyone to look the same. So I'll draw this girl a little bit taller. We'll say that she's about maybe close to 12 years old. Okay. Well, I'll add in the details in the next segment of this series with the Nightmare on Elm Street and Phantasm drawing. Okay, so she's positioned. She's like staring in the same direction. Okay. And she's about 7 heads tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll keep her on the same plane as the other one. I should go down here realistically, but I'm going to keep her on the same plane as her friend, if they are friends. Okay, like here. It seems like wherever Freddy is, these girls are, in the same sense, wherever the tall man is, those dwarves are. So, it's quite interesting. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we'll go right approximately like around here. Give her that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to give her not that jelly bean type of shape. Well, yeah, I will, since she's facing in the same direction as the other girl is. So we'll go right here. Here. We'll try to draw those arms and legs in a different position. That would work out. Now we'll try something else. No biggie. So we're going to draw her leg straight down. Let's see here. Well, not quite. We'll try to spread her leg out just a little bit. Like that. Then we'll just have her like that. Okay. Knee joints right here, right here. So we're going to go ahead and draw her arms like right here. Okay, elbow joint. Should just draw. I'm gonna give this arm a different position. Have it come down like here. That looks better. It looks more natural. Okay. All right. Given their size, works well in this drawing because it still provides a view of the background, and what's going on over to the far right. So that's kind of working out. Their size, that is. So I'm getting a little kick out of that. To tell you the truth. Okay, this will be where her foot is. This one's kind of sticking out. There we go. And they're always dressed in these white raiments, like they're ready to go to church or something, And that's the type of clothing I'll have to provide them with, just to stay consistent with the storyline. Draw the foot a little bit bigger. And as I said, we'll just add the details into these characters in the next lesson or the one after that. It's no big deal. Okay. Now we got two figures here. It'll be two girls. They're frightened. We need a third one, don't we? We'll put her right here. We'll make her a little shorter than the other two. So since she's 6, this one's probably like 12. We'll make her like 5.5 years old, Okay. And she'll be approximately 6 heads tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll cheat a little bit and go. We'll cheat a little bit and give her about 4.5 heads, 5.5 heads. She'll still look 5 years old. Doesn't have to be exact, but realistically, she's about 6 heads tall. You could always draw her head, this circle here, a little smaller though. There we go. And of course, we're going to go ahead and provide that same line of action, which is in that 3/4 angle as we did with the previous two figures. Okay, there we go. Okay, 1, 2. Her torso ends about right here. Approximately. Well, we'll go a little lower. Give her that jelly bean shape. The middle girl's left hand is in front of her. Okay, and this is the first time in my life seeing these three girls scared. So when you see that, there's a situation. Something's horribly wrong. All right, so we're going to go draw her leg in a different position, at least a little different position than the other two. Like that. I'm going to draw her arms right here. Do some foreshortening, okay, like that. All right, so